Hey, what's up guys? Hope you're all doing great and welcome to a data science/machine learning tutorial with Python, where you're going to learn how to create a stock price web application using Streamlit framework with only Python code. Just a quick word before we get started. I'd like to thank all the new subscribers to the channel. Feel free to reach out in case you have any question, or if you need help in your university project, I'd be happy to help you. Now, I do my best to create high quality tutorials to help you better understand different sides of different technologies. So if you feel like supporting us, you can do so by just subscribing, like this video, and ask me any questions in the comments. And you can also share these videos with your friends and colleagues. That would really mean a lot to me. Now with that out of the way, let's roll up our sleeves and get started. So what is Streamlit? Streamlit is a data science library created for machine learning and data science applications specifically. It was created in 2018, co-founded by Adrien Treuil, and he's also the CEO of the company. It's used to create amazing web applications that deals with data science. Streamlit ensures the fastest way to build and share data science applications, so you can create powerful data science apps with a few lines of code. And you get to deploy it through Streamlit. You just need to create a community account and link it to your GitHub repo, and from there, you will choose the app you want to deploy. So you can see on the screen how easy it is to create some basic web application on the web page. You don't need HTML, CSS, or JavaScript. You just type Python code and Streamlit takes care of the rendering on the web page. And if we'll scroll down here, you will find that Streamlit is trusted by over 50% of Fortune 50 companies. Tesla, Intel, Uber, Walmart, PepsiCo, IBM, Johnson & Johnson, General Motors, AT&T, Apple. So you see the names that are trusting Streamlit in the creation of their web apps when it comes to machine learning and data analysis. Get started in under a minute, and I'm going to show you that. How to install Streamlit. Just simply pip install Streamlit and then Streamlit hello, and it will fire a demo page where there are 4 or 5 demo applications with the source code. Embrace scripting so you can build a web application with a few lines of code using the Streamlit API. You can see here some interaction. You can create this slider. You can create bar charts. Okay, you can have these radio buttons, you can have a calendar. So it's very versatile and you can use all of that in your web application very easily using just simple methods. And finally, you can deploy your application very easily, as I explained before. This is the page of the forums, so you can interact with other developers. You can see they have some questions, right? Streamlit cloud error message. We'll click on that, for instance. Hey, I ran into an error with my Streamlit Cloud app, and this error screen came up. And if you happen to have the solution, you can reply. I want also to show you the Markdown. So these are some Markdowns. You can use Buddy, the Markdown here. So for instance, you have double asterisk. This makes it bold. Really, which is preceded and followed by underscores. This makes it actually italic. Okay, so different markdowns. You can have different methods. You see here you have title, header, subheader, caption, code, text, and latex. So in our application today, we're going to discuss the stocks and the stock prices. And everyone with a good income likes to invest in the stock market. I personally did that years ago when I used to live in Moscow, Russia. And if you don't know what a stock market is, it's simply a place where shares of public listed companies are traded. So since we are dealing with stock prices details, we might require web scraping, and for that we're going to use Yahoo Finance. And we used it before, by the way, in previous machine learning tutorials. And Yahoo Finance works with online advertising companies to provide you with advertising that is as relevant and useful as possible. So you get some stocks losing points, others are gaining points. Oh, the Walt Disney Company is losing, okay. And this is very understandable because of the COVID crisis. And you got different companies. So this, for instance, the trending tickers, but if you'd like to take a look to the most active stocks, so there you go. These are not gaining or losing, these just simply active. If you want to take a look to the gainers, you can click on that tab, and so on and so forth. All right, so enough talking. Let's go ahead and activate our virtual environment, install Streamlit, and install Yahoo Finance package. Let me just go to the desktop first, and let me create a folder. I will call it Streamlit, Streamlit_app, simply. And I'm using pp-env to activate virtual environment, but you can use virtual env or Poetry or any other tool to activate virtual environment, which is very useful for your packages not to be installed globally on your system, but instead it will be isolated in that specific project you're working on. Now let's go ahead and install Streamlit. pp-env install Streamlit. And for any reason, if your virtual environment is not working, you will install it, of course, using pip install Streamlit. And if you're using Mac or Linux, you will use pip3 install Streamlit. All right, great. Now Streamlit is well installed. Let me actually show you before installing Yahoo Finance. Let's open Google Chrome. Now, if you will type Streamlit hello, this is going to show us 4 or 5 different applications, demo applications created by Streamlit. And there it is. Let me make it bigger for you guys to see. So you see here, there is a slider. You can select a demo, right? You have animation demo, plotting, mapping, and data frame. Welcome to Streamlit. Streamlit is an open source app framework built specifically for machine learning and data science projects. Okay, so let's select anyone. Let's select the plotting demo. All right, with very nice downloading animation. You have the option to show the code or not to show the code. So below here, and this is just a combination of plotting and animation with Streamlit. This is a bunch of random numbers in a loop. It's for demonstration purposes only. We can check another one, data frame, for instance. So you have gross agricultural production in billions of dollars from 61 to 66 between China and the USA. All right, sweet. So let me just put the browser here on the right side. Minimize this a little bit. Okay. And actually, let's kill the server, Control-C. And automatically take a look here, connecting, it's trying to connect because we have disconnected the server and the page has noticed that something is wrong. We might be disconnected. And if we'll wait a little bit longer, we will get a message to tell us that we might have been accidentally, there you go. Is Streamlit still running? If you accidentally stopped Streamlit, just restart it in your terminal. Okay, but we know that we have stopped it. Now let's go ahead very quickly and install Yahoo Finance. So pp-env install Y Finance. Okay, perfect. The Yahoo Finance package is successfully installed. Now let's go ahead and open this with Visual Studio Code or any text editor of your choice. All right, let's go ahead and code. The first thing that we want to import is Streamlit. We'll give it an alias of st. And also we want to import the Yahoo Finance package. We'll give it an alias of fn. And let's just start Streamlit. If you will type Streamlit version, they should give you the Streamlit package version. There you go. So we know that things are working properly. And if you want to run the server in Streamlit, you don't just simply run the file. You don't say python main.py. No, you say Streamlit run and the name of the file, main.py. All right, and so far we have a blank, we have a canvas. We need to write some stuff. So let's go ahead and use the Streamlit package .write. And write simply is a method that basically it's rendering whatever you will write inside the method. So we'll have triple double quote, triple double quote, that's mouthful, my first app with Streamlit. Let's save that. And notice when you will save, you will have here a message telling you that source file changed. So you can rerun each time you have some changes, or you can always rerun. So let's make it like that. It was not big at first because the M was attached with the hash key. So there should be separation. We can also have a title. You can say stock market app with Streamlit. So this is a title. You can make it italic. So if you wrap Streamlit, let's say between two asterisks, you will see that Streamlit now will change to be italic. There you go. We can also have a header. So let's say something like simple data science web app. Oops. Okay, so this is a header. We can create a sidebar. So let's do that. st.sidebar.header can give a header to the sidebar. Can say BekBrace. Let's have a new line and let's have a new sentence. So code, let's say code along with me, for instance. All right, take a look here. You'll find a small arrow. When you will hover over it, it will turn to red. Click that, you'll find BekBrace and code along with me. Okay, pretty sweet. So with one line only, you have created actually a sidebar. Okay, we didn't need HTML, CSS, or JavaScript for this animation. All right, sweet. Now let's go ahead and start working on the core of the application. I'm going to use the Yahoo Finance package. But first, I want to create a function. This function will grab the ticker using the Yahoo Finance package. And whatever ticker or whatever stock symbol that I need, I will just pass it as a parameter in that function. So I'm going to call it get_ticker, and we'll pass inside the name of that ticker, creating a variable. This variable will take the FN or the Yahoo Finance package dot a method called ticker, and be careful, ticker with capital T. So ticker, and again we will pass inside that name, and finally we will return the company or that company's ticker. Okay, so this is a function that fetches the company's ticker. Okay, so this is the first thing that I want to do. Next, I want to create, and you actually can create as much or as less companies that you want. So company one, let's say I want to create the first company in a variable called C1. I'm going to use the function that I just created, getTicker, and I will pass inside the ticker that I want to get. So my first case or my first company will be Apple, and the ticker for that is AAPL. Let's have a couple more. So let's, for instance, so here we'll have C2, C3. I want to get Microsoft, and let's have Tesla as well. Okay, so these are the variables that represent these specific tickers. Now what I want to do next is I want to fetch the data. So I want the ticker, so actually I want to display the data frame for the three tickers or the three companies. I want the name of the company, I want the starting date and the ending date. So what I want to do next is I want to create three different variables for the three companies. So let me create the first variable, Apple, using the Yahoo Finance .download. And what I want to download, first of all, if you will hover over download here, you'll find that there are a lot of parameters. Okay, so you have the tickers. If you just come here, you'll find that you have tickers, which is in the form of string or a list of tickers to download, and you have a period. And the valid periods for that Could be 1 day, could be 5 days, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and so on. It also could be intervals. So not only periods, but intervals, which means could be 1 minute, 2 minute time, 5 minute time, 15 minute, and so on. Okay. So we are going actually to download. So the first parameter will be the name of the ticker. In our case will be APPL. This is the first parameter. The second parameter will be the starting date. So start. Today is 11th. So let's see for 11th. And it will be for yesterday because it's not yet updated. So it will return all data for yesterday. So 11.11.2021. And ending will be also, so whatever the starting hour of that day and the ending hour of that same day. Okay, so this is what I want. And I want to create 2 more. One for Microsoft. And let's change the ticker here. And let me change the ticker here. So MSFT. Also here will be Tesla. What we want to display the data frame first, and after we want to display the history in a form of chart. So let me just add a comment here, fetching data for data frame. And here, fetching historical data by valid periods. As we said, could be 1 day, I think it was 5 days, 6 days, 1 month, okay, and so on. All right, and again, I need 3 different variables. So I'm going to call the first variable data1, and in data1, I'm going to use the ticker. So c1 a method called history. And let me just show you. If you will hover over history, you'll find that the valid periods here, 1 day, 5 days, 1 month, 3 months. We're going to analyze it for 3 months in our case. Okay, so the valid periods here are this. Also, as I showed you, we have also valid intervals. Okay, so let's define the period for 3 MO, or 3 months. And the same will go for the other 2. Oh, hold on, there is an error here. Oh, the format. Oh, I wrote it backwards. So first of all, 2021 should be at the beginning. So year, month, and date. So 2021. And instead of the dots, we should have hyphens. So let me just grab that, copy. And in Visual Studio Code, if you want to apply changes in different places, you just hit Control D, D, and Control V to apply everything, apply the changes all at once. Okay, cool. The last thing that I want to do is actually to render the data frame, some information about each company, for instance, and the chart for the 3-month period. Okay, so let's do that. So first of all is the Markdown, and I will take Streamlit, and I will write, let's say here, Apple. Let's have a detailed summary about Apple company. So this is the plan, the detailed summary first, then the data frame, and then the chart. So st.write c1, which has the Apple ticker, .info, and inside info, I want to have long business summary. So inside single quotes, long business with capital B and summary with capital S. So this is the summary, and then I want to have the data frame. So st.write Apple, I will pass directly the Apple variable. Take a look here, which has all the details that has been downloaded using the Apple ticker. And then finally, we want to display the chart or plotting the graph. Again, Streamlit, and we have a method called line_chart. and we will pass inside that method data1.values. All right, let's just save and let's try that for Apple first. Always rerun. And there you go. So we have Apple, we have a business summary for the Apple company. Very nice. Let me just make it bigger. All right, how sweet is that? This is the data frame. As I told you, this is for the 10th of November, yesterday. Opening $150. The highest price was $150. So here 02, 13. Okay, slight change. Then the low price was $147.85, and it was closed on $147.92. Okay, no difference at all between the adjusted closing price and the closing price. Okay, let's actually try for the other two companies. So let me copy that twice. Let's just make some distinctions. Here will be Microsoft. Then we have Apple, Microsoft, oops. We have C2, Microsoft, okay, data.to, and the last one is Tesla. All right, so you got the three companies stacked very neatly. All right, so pretty cool, pretty neat. It's only Python code. Streamlit makes it very easy to create fantastic web applications when it comes to machine learning and data science, and you can integrate with it different charting or different plot libraries, as I said, like Matplotlib or Plotly, Bokeh, Altair, and so on. All right, so time to wrap it up, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Take it easy, guys.